So let's talk about this next gift, the gift of healing, or in the New King James, it says healings, plural. Jesus' ministry was full of healings. He went around healing all kinds of people. He operated in the gift of healing. However, sometimes people misspeak and they say Jesus healed everybody. That's actually not true. I want to encourage you, go do a study through this. You'll see through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the recorded history of Jesus and his ministry, he didn't heal everybody. There were actually times where he couldn't heal people. The gift of faith, or the gift of healings, was not present because faith was not present. And man, that's a whole different topic here, but we're talking about the gift of healing and how this works. And the gift of healing is essentially just the gift of divine health. It's supernatural health, supernatural physical health, emotional health, even spiritual health. And this is not a special gift that only a few people have and they can build a ministry out of. So when you hear people who are like, I'm a healing evangelist, there's no such thing as a healing evangelist. I hate to burst your bubble, but there isn't. There are people who operate in the gift of healing as the Lord commits them to it. It doesn't mean that no one else can, only these chosen ones. It's that God chooses. Some people, unfortunately, try to fake this gift. They manipulate people. They use emotional cues to help people. And I've seen that in action. It's disgusting. And I don't know how God's going to judge that when those people have to stand before him, but that's their business. For us, though, as believers, as followers of Jesus, and just people in our daily lives, the gift of healing is something that we should believe God for, not just for ourselves, but for others. We have a woman right now who was diagnosed with cancer, and she's been going on this journey. And she knew she's been going through seeing her oncologist, going through chemotherapy, going through all the steps naturally that she needs to do. But she told me, she said, I know that God is healing me. And sure enough, she's a few months into this, and her markers for that cancer are drastically dropping. What is that? That's the gift of healing. And so I share with you in another video about the gift of faith. And I said, I prayed for my wife that one time, and she was instantly healed. Well, the question would be then, is that the gift of faith present, or is that the gift of healing present? It's both. It's not either or, it's both. Because I operated in the gift of faith, because I was obedient to what the Lord showed me in that vision, my wife received the gift of healing, divine health, and she's never dealt with that infirmity again. And so the same thing for you. Healing does require faith, and the gift of healing requires you to trust the Holy Spirit, that in those moments where you're praying for someone's healing, he will do it. Sometimes that healing is instantaneous. Sometimes that healing is a process. Sometimes that healing doesn't look like anything we expect. But we are not called to question how God heals. We are called to use that gift of healing as he gives it to us. So the next time you meet somebody who's sick, you meet somebody who has a death sentence by a doctor, they're in your church, they're in your home, they're sleeping in the next bedroom, and they're your child, whatever it is, don't be afraid to have faith in healing and believe that the gift of healing can be present when you pray wherever you are, whoever you're ministering to.